All of this shows that Sean Combs is a terrible guy, but it doesn't amount to RICO. I am one of the people who argues in debates that a lot of this shows RICO. And, Kid Cudi seemed to have a lot of stories that matched up with the predicate acts to RICO. Did you agree or disagree?
Let's just start with Piers Morgan, because there's a headline that went out that was very powerful that people are running with, where it just says, Jay-Z is the real monster. Now, before you speak on it, to even get to Piers Morgan, can you explain how that took place and why even take that interview to go forward?
I can't say that I sought it out, because I didn't. Truth is we didn't see it coming. But I have to credit Odell.
Shout out Odeezy.
They reached out to him. Piers Morgan's producers called him directly.
Do we think he did it? Heck yes, we think he did it. But I don't know if that's enough to prove arson as one of those crimes that they've alleged was part of his RICO criminal enterprise.
Jaguar. Wright reportedly stormed into the courtroom, dropping a shocking revelation that left the music mogul terrified, just when it seemed like things couldn't get any worse for Diddy. According to rumors, Wright didn't just show up. She allegedly handed prosecutors never-before-seen audio and explosive evidence involving Diddy and a then 17-year-old Bryce Gray. What began as a high-profile case about forcing people into a criminal organization quickly took a darker turn. Wright, a survivor, artist, and outspoken truth-teller, entered the courtroom like a woman on a mission. But it wasn't the chaos outside that caused the real shock. It was what she claimed to have witnessed. Reports say she spoke of first-hand experiences with the coercion and manipulation that run deep in the music industry.
I was the only person there speaking for the victims except for the prosecution. I was the only one there to stand in solidarity, other than the prosecution. Looking around at all the YouTubers interloping, begging, waiting in line to get into the courtroom so that they could gossip, or should I say, misinform the public of what's real. Thank God for court transcripts, because I can honestly say that there would be 80 million remixes if it wasn't for that. I had to be there. And not just that, I was there as a reporter myself, as a journalist myself. I needed to be there to document that first day. It's one of the most important parts of my journey for cruelty-free. But I wanted to be there and make prayer before everybody got there. And just reach out to the prosecutor as they came up and let them know. You have platforms that are backing you. You're praying for your success. And that moment with her was awesome. I prayed for her. I prayed for her safety. She told me that she does the same for me. And I asked her the most important question there was to ask: are you ready? And she looked me in my face like I called her on a bluff, and she said, "We're ready."
As the trial continues, Jaguar Wright is sharing her first-hand observations of the courtroom dynamics and the unfolding testimony. She makes it clear that she isn't surprised by what's coming out. She believes these are facts she has been speaking about in detail for years. In her latest comments, which we'll take a closer look at, she explains why she feels she's already addressed these issues before. Jaguar responds to everything that's been said so far, including the defenses being used, such as blaming addiction or claiming jealousy and emotional outbursts, and she shares her honest thoughts on those tactics. She also draws strong and thoughtful comparisons to the R. Kelly case, questioning why similar patterns in testimony and public reaction aren't being more widely recognized. According to Jaguar, these are long-standing trends she has seen before, and she challenges the widespread sense of shock that many are expressing now.
I've already spoken on it. That's the thing. Anything that's about to be said in that courtroom, I've already spoke about at length here on this couch.
Front door lock unlocked.
Are they saying anything different than I've already said that they be doing?
You're right. You're on it.
How many times have I said? That is wild. They wild. and everybody knew about it. I could have sworn to God I said that a million times. Everyone knew. Everyone. So no, I'm not surprised at anything he had to say. I'm not surprised at anything that Cassie is saying right now. What I do find interesting is that everyone is acting so surprised. What will I say about what he said? I think he's telling the absolute truth. Like when the opening statements in the defendant's case start as, well, my client has drug addiction and he suffers from jealous primal rage. I mean, yeah, he did these things, but it really wasn't that bad. Everybody loved him and they wanted to be loved by him in the manner in which he likes loving people. What did I say about R. Kelly? Do y'all remember that? The first time we did the blue couch, after the chair, when it went from the light bulb to the couch with a light on it. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Love and year. Love and year. Yeah. How is this any different? Is nobody realizing that a lot of the testimony that we're hearing against the diddler right now, very similar to the things that people were saying about R. Kelly?
Yes.
Why is nobody paying attention to that? Why does no one want to look at what's right there?
But hold on, family. It gets deeper. Jaguar Wright pulled out a wild card that left everyone shocked. Ryan Leslie. She didn't just stick to the obvious names. If you don't remember him, let me remind you. Ryan Leslie is the Ivy League-educated artist who created hits and had the industry briefly bowing to his talent. But, according to Jaguar, there's a darker side to his story. She claims that Ryan Leslie was the one who first introduced Cassie to Diddy. Let that sink in. Jaguar didn't hesitate to call it out, saying people are acting like he didn't know exactly what he was doing, like he didn't hand Cassie over on a silver platter. She believes this wasn't just a musical connection, but a calculated move that led Cassie straight into danger. What troubles Jaguar even more is Ryan Leslie's silence. Since the case came to light, she says he's disappeared. No statements, no denials, nothing. And in this world, she says, staying quiet speaks volumes. Jaguar didn't hold back. She said, "You don't get to wash your hands like Pontius Pilate and pretend you didn't light the match that burned the whole house down." Now, the real question, she insists, is, what did Ryan Leslie actually know? And more importantly, why isn't anyone asking?
Telling people not to care about her baby. He said Mary Magdalene was a whore. And he compared her like, and y'all better not be affected by that baby bump. Whores have babies too. Who says that?
Wow.
Talking about he knows where her family is from because he's from New London, Connecticut. And everyone wants to keep barreling down on Ryan Leslie. It's funny. I talked about the whole Ryan Leslie connection. Ryan loved Cassie, bragged about him. Cassie just testified. She has tattoos on her body from Ryan Leslie. But nobody ever talks about how that relationship ended and how her relationship with Diddy began. You know, Ryan was blowing up. And after him and Cassie separated, gone. I wonder why. If Diddy has ran around and threatened every other man that was interested in Cassie while he was busy her, neglecting her, confusing her, why wouldn't we think that he put the moves on Ryan Leslie? I thought it was interesting when he did Drink Champs, because he just recently, not that long ago, did a Drink Champ interview with Nori and them over on the Peer Pressure podcast. I I was shocked to see that. I didn't understand the relevance. I didn't understand why he would do anything for a network that was affiliated with Diddy. I didn't get it. Didn't make any sense to me. Not at all. But what I do know is this. Diddy has a history of bullying women into relationships with him and bullying men away from the women that he desires.
And just like that, the smoke thickens and the silence screams louder than words. If what Jaguar Wright is saying holds even a shred of truth, then this isn't just about Diddy. It's about a system built on silence, complicity, and carefully curated lies. Ryan Leslie's name wasn't just mentioned, it was detonated. And while the world watches with wide eyes and closed mouths, Jaguar is demanding answers, not just from the court, but from all of us. So the question now isn't just who's guilty, it's who's been protected by the silence. Don't scroll past this. Don't let the headlines vanish. Dig deeper. Ask the uncomfortable questions. Share the story they don't want trending. Because if the truth really is this dark, then exposure is the only light we've got. Stay locked in, stay loud, and whatever you do, don't look away.